Hi everyone, I'm Shawna Brown and I'm an attorney here in the Elder Law Department at Mandelbaum Barrett. And today I'm going to share with you an interesting story about an estate dispute that was recently featured in the New York Times. And I think most of us would be really excited to find a priceless artifact in our backyard and reap the benefits of the vast riches that could bring. But in this situation, this is kind of a discovery caused litigation and headaches to a South Dakota family for decades, culminating in a will contest. So the story began in 1990 when a Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton was found on Maurice Williams Ranch in South Dakota. It was unique because it was the most complete T-Rex skeleton ever found. And 2 years later, the FBI seized the skeleton because of allegations that it was excavated on Native American tribal land, and that violated federal law. There was also a dispute between the tribe and Maurice Williams as to ownership of the skeleton, and ultimately Maurice was found to be the owner. And in 1997, he sold the skeleton to a museum for a whopping $8.3 million. Maurice died in 2011, survived by his wife, Darlene, and they had 4 children. In 2017, Darlene executed a will leaving her estate to all of her children and grandchildren and naming one child as executor to settle the estate and carry out her wishes. But in 2020, just weeks before her death, Darlene executed a new will, disinheriting everyone except that one child that she had previously named as her executor. At the time, Darlene was in the hospital and access to her was very restricted because of COVID-19 protocols. And that created an opportunity for Darlene to be unduly influenced. At the time, also, Darlene was critically ill in hospice, could barely speak, had low oxygen levels, and was in very poor condition. Concurrently, the one child who was named as executor and as heir sold Darlene's house and gave all the proceeds to her son. So the case is still in the South Dakota courts. We'll see what happens with it, but certainly it's an interesting fact pattern and an interesting will contest. Here at Mandelbaum Barrett, we often represent clients who were named in a loved one's will for years, had a great relationship with them, and then suddenly, just before that person's death or when they're in a vulnerable position, there's a new will made, disinheriting, the person who comes to us, and they are concerned. And this was particularly prevalent during the COVID-19 pandemic when restrictions created an opportunity for undue influence. So if you find yourself in this situation, the attorneys here at Mandelbaum Barrett can help you, guide you on a strategy to resolve the dispute, whether that be through litigation or informal resolution, so you can fight for your loved one's long-held wishes to be actualized.